Call us on your cell phone. Culinary Hotline bling. That can only mean one thing.
It can only mean one thing, baby. Yes, it's a very, very, very special day today. Why? Because it's Wednesday. And it's also time for the Culinary Hotline bling. Sing, sing, sing. Wait, Cindy? Cindy, did you keep quiet at that very... No. Whenever you hear Culinary Hotline bling, you gotta go sing, 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 or sing, sing. Whatever you do. Listen, we've got a very, very exciting chat today. We're joined by Cindy Chin, who is a dietitian at Woolworths, and also, of course, Grace Stevens. And we're talking all about lunchtime ideas for the little ones, how to pack in those nutritional foods that they need, and the importance of certain kind of foods. And, of course, if you have any questions or culinary conundrums, as we call them, please feel free to give us a call on 021 430 9881. Ladies, great to be with you in my favorite part of the entire week, the Culinary Hotline bling. Sing, sing, sing. You'll get used to it. All right, Cindy, I'll start off with you first because a very exciting thing is that you at Woolworths have the Little Chefs products. Tell me about them and how they help mommies and daddies out there to take care of little ones' nutritional needs.
So firstly, what we've done is we've looked at very specific nutrition criteria to make sure we hit those targets. So parents are concerned about sugar, salt, the right types of fats, having enough whole grains, getting those veggies in, and we've incorporated all those little bits into the meals, taking like your good old favorites like mac and cheese and spaghetti bolognese, and just putting those vegetables into the sauces, changing those grains into whole grains, and also free-range meat, all sorts of little extras that we've done the thinking for you, so you don't have to do that. So when you're time-strapped, which most of us are, these are your go-to meals. And then the cereals as well. I mean, we're often concerned about sugar and that sort of thing, and we really have looked at reducing the sugar to, each serving contains less than 1.5 teaspoons per bowl, compared to conventional cereals, that is quite a jump below. And packed with whole grains, only natural colorants, so things like turmeric and beetroot juice we've used to color, so we haven't used other types.
Grace is just like, wow, yes, yes. So you clearly are very impressed,
They
Grace.
are very yummy.
And I'll chat to you in a second. Why is it so important to include nutritious and healthy foods in your child's lunchbox when they go to school, when they go into creche, or wherever it is that they're going to spend their day?
So when the kids are growing quite rapidly, they're developing both mentally and physically, so they need the right building blocks. And if I take you back to like what we cover in grade 3 or grade 4 nutrition basics, we want building foods, which are your proteins, your energy foods, which are like your carbs and whole grain carbs and with lots of fiber as well, and then your protection foods, which will give you your vitamins and minerals to help your body grow as it should and your immunity to be strong. So very basically, that's what we're looking for.
And at the end of the day, I think you as a parent are trying to give your child as much of an advantage as possible in a very competitive world otherwise, so you want to give them the best that you can. And Grace, you have 4
I do have
lovely
4 kids.
children.
Yes, I do.
How old are they?
So my eldest is going to be 16. Then my daughter is going to be 12, and then I've got an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old. So I've got quite a spectrum.
Very nicely spread and spaced.
Yes.
So I'm assuming it's a challenge for you to pack in lunches. How do you pack?
It is, because my eldest, he's a boy, he's active. I want to put things with lots of protein so they can sustain him during the day because he's got a long day. And then at the other end of the spectrum, I've got my toddler who's a picky eater, and I want to encourage him to try different things. So these small portions and this kind of thing, finger foods and those sort of things are spot on.
Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, we'll reflect on some more ideas for lunchtime with the little ones when we come back with the Culinary Hotline bling. Sing, sing, sing!
It's my feel-good breakfast show. Call us on your cell phone. Culinary Hotline bling.
And we're back again with the Culinary Hotline bling. Sing, sing, sing! Give us a call on 021 430 9881. We're talking all about lunchtime ideas for your little ones out there to ensure that they get all the health benefits of a good lunch when they're not at home, of course, under your care. And we were talking just now during the ad break, and Grace was telling Cindy just how picky your little one is. Like, she just rolls her eyes at everything. I don't want this, I don't want this. So that must be a very difficult thing to handle in the morning. So how do you please your children?
This is difficult because one day she'll like something that she likes, and you like loaded in, and she'll come home from school and she'll go, "Why did you give me that? Don't you know I don't eat it anymore?"
Oh my word! So breakfast, I'm assuming, is a very, very
it
important
is
part of the
key.
day. Of course, it's the most important meal of the day, and cereals are always a go-to thing for parents. And Woolworths has a great one that is, it's got 1.5 teaspoons of sugar per serving.
Yeah, which is quite unique to this type of cereal that's shaped and flavored.
Yes.
I mean, you could always go for like a typical bran flake or oats, which has very little or almost no sugar. But these, what we want is kids eat with their eyes. So you want it
Yes.
to be appealing and fun and very, very, like you say, variable according to their moods and needs.
According to their moods. How are you feeling today, little Gracie? You feeling more yellow?
We have moods, we have cravings. I'm sure they do too.
So what are you showing us there?
I'm
How are we incorporating the cereal
I'm
into a
gonna
cool recipe?
Whip up like a cereal bar here. So
Oh,
I've just
lovely.
heated up some delicious peanut butter, and you should take the sugar-free peanut butter.
Yes.
Because I really think otherwise you're wasting all that goodness of leaving out the sugar in the cereal.
And I think a lot of times, not just when we're cooking for young ones, but also for us as adults as well, you kind of forgo the thinking of how much sugar is in each kind of ingredient that you're putting in. That at the end of the day, if you were only to use the one ingredient that has sugar in it, it kind of compensates for everything else, and you'll still have a sweet enough dish for your taste buds without having sugar on everything.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
And it's also getting our taste buds used to something. So if we're used to very sweet, then, it's not going to be sweet enough. But we've got to get our kids used to, get their palates trained
Yes.
to want
So you
less
wean
sugar.
them off the sugar as one would.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So far we've got sugar-free peanut butter. We've got...
Some melted chocolate.
oh my goodness.
Oh, I know. And then some of this delicious cereal, and you can pick whatever flavor you want.
Yeah.
And then you just mix it until it's entirely covered, so you can see that.
And Cindy, how difficult is it for you to prepare meals for your children? I mean, you're an expert, so you've got it cracked down, right?
So of course, dietitians, they always get the fussiest eater and the one with allergies.
So you have to test on your kids first before you...
Yeah. So thankfully they're a bit older, but my little one, my 8-year-old, she was a fussy eater, and eating was not a thing for her. It's typical for dietitians. So I had to get really creative with incorporating veggies and things into meals, and actually getting her involved as well. Getting her to help me in the prep.
Yes.
And also giving her a choice, saying, okay, it's either this vegetable or this vegetable, choose one.
Which one do you want?
Yeah, so she feels like she's empowered in something. So that's
Excellent.
a really important tip in...
Yeah.
in
So what do you do with that afterwards, Grace?
Pop this in the fridge just until it sets, and then you can pull it out and then cut it into bars. You must get your children involved with this, because I agree with Cindy. If they're involved, they'll eat it.
Yeah, take ownership of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful stuff. All right, we'll be back again with another little idea recipe. That looks absolutely amazing. I want you to tell me how you're gonna get little ones to eat that. There's a lot of greed on that. We'll be back again with the Culinary Hotline playing. Sing.
It's my feel-good breakfast show. Call us on your cell phone. Culinary Hotline bling.
Oh, that can only mean one thing. When you're tuning to your Feel Good Breakfast on a Wednesday, it's the Culinary Hotline bling. Sing, sing, sing! Cindy Chin joins us from Woolworths. She's a dietitian there. Also Grace Stevens, when we're discussing all kinds of wonderful ideas for lunchtime for your little one. So we made that beautiful chocolate and peanut butter cereal bar, right?
Yes.
That was absolutely delicious. But let's quickly review, Cindy, the essential ingredients or nutritional elements that you want to include in your little one's lunchbox. What are those? I mean, fiber, I know, is one of them for sure.
So fiber is a good one, and we incorporate that through fruits and veggies
Yes.
and through whole grains. And you can shake it up. You're not going to give a sandwich every single day, because they're going to get so bored and not going to eat it. So think of different things. Then your growing foods, which would be like proteins,
Yes.
like meatballs and leftover roast chicken from the night before, eggs, which is what we're demonstrating today.
Yeah.
And then your protection foods, which would be things that are high in vitamins and minerals. So obviously
Yes.
fruits and veggies as well, being part of that.
Should parents invest some time in actually talking like that to their children? Like, for instance, when you pack a little piece of meat in Timmy's lunchbox and you say, this gives you protein, and protein is for your muscles. It helps your muscles to grow.
Yes.
Like, educate them in the way of food that way. Do you do that?
A lot of schools now, and my son's school, is they've got what they call a brain snack. So halfway through the morning, about 9:30, they have a brain snack. And we as parents call it a brain snack. And when I pack the lunch, I say,
That's
Simon,
it.
this is your brain snack. And it's a high protein snack. and it just keeps them going because we spend so much money on school fees. This can be counterproductive if we don't put the right thing in their lunchbox.
Speaking of high protein foods, I love eggs because they are full of protein. What idea do you have there for us?
So what I thought was a really great idea that's so quick and easy is just making simple egg frittatas. So basically, what we've got here is spinach. You can use any vegetable. I know it's green, so some people like those. So literally just throwing some spinach in with some sweet corn. You can use any other, so like peas or I don't know what your kids like.
Chickpeas,
I love
lentils.
sweet
Lentils.
You could do sun-dried tomatoes, also very nice.
Lentils are a bit tough, Kat. You need to work on your parenting skills. I tell you what, while you do that, we've got a caller on the line right now. Amina from Cape Town is calling us. Good morning, Amina.
Hi, good morning.
So
Thank
good to have you on the
show.
line. Thank you very much for watching. So, Amina, what is your culinary conundrum?
My daughter, I've got 2 girls, and the one is allergic to all nuts. So what can I use in replacement of peanut butter?
Okay, so yes, we had sugar-free peanut butter there. So what, that's a very good question.
So it is a tricky one. I mean, nuts. This is actually the nuts binding the cereal together, and then what most conventional people use is sugar.
Yes,
so they're easy to bind.
Yeah.
So in that case, what I would suggest is probably think of something like a date puree or some sort of fruit like an apple puree. Apple's a bit moist, but maybe dates that are just reconstituted into a mush, into like a paste
Yes.
that would use to bind the cereal together. So you are upping the sugar, but just keep that in mind so then you compensate in other ways. It would be more like a fruity cereal bar rather than a nut bar. But I think that would be
a
a
couple
nice
of
way to do
teaspoons
that.
of coconut oil will also
Yes.
help to bring that all together.
Yeah.
And perhaps then maybe using a chocolate that is higher in cocoa concentration instead
to
of
compensate
sugar.
with
So
the
maybe like an
sugar.
80%. I mean, obviously that kind of ups the budget a little bit, but I mean, we're trying to lessen the sugar and make the meal
Or you could even
healthy.
just do it with the date puree with the
Yes.
cereal alone and then dip or coat or drizzle the chocolate on so you reduce the
There we
amount of
go.
sugar. So that's just something
Absolutely.
to say.
I mean, I hope that is very helpful to you. We'll be back again because we need to complete that recipe. I want to see how it goes. You mix on in the
Same.
meantime, and you can give us a call on 0214309881 for the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Sing, sing, sing! Right now, let's get some parenting advice from Nikki Bush.
It's my feel-good breakfast show. Call us on your cell phone. Culinary Hotline Bling.
All right, we're back again with the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Sing, sing, sing! Earlier on, we were chatting to Grace about all kinds of cool ideas for you as parents to include into your lunch boxes for your little ones because they need all the nutritional benefits of a healthy meal in order to make sure that they can get through the day, but not only that, grow beautifully as well. We're going to take a caller very shortly, but firstly, just tell us about this recipe that you have here.
Okay, so this is just a different way of making sandwiches because you've got to kind of zhuzh it up and make it interesting. So what I've got here is I've got some shredded chicken, so leftover from dinner, or you can just buy some, and then my delicious clover creaminose.
And that's always the best thing because I don't necessarily like chicken breasts, right? Because they're very dry.
Yeah.
So whenever I can incorporate something like a creaminose in it just to give it that nice moisture, and then you put in all these other fancy ingredients, and then you, oh my goodness,
Yeah,
that's
the
how you
dark
do
meat
it.
is tastier, isn't it?
It
so
is.
I think so. I've just put some lettuce in here. Lettuce just helps to keep the moisture content of your sandwich. Just think about it. They're going to sit in their lunchbox for a couple of hours before they eat it. So think of incorporating ways where they're not going to dry out. Load this on. So here I've got a little baguette that I've cut a piece off.
Don't be shy.
You've
Just
got,
get
you
it in
know,
there.
I use slider rolls.
Yes.
Those little slider rolls.
Easier to eat.
Bagels are stunning. Okay. You can also add some pesto if your kids like that.
Yes.
Or sweet chili sauce, barbecue sauce, anything that they really like.
Yes.
And don't do the same thing every day. You want to mix it up.
Brilliant,
Pop
brilliant, brilliant.
that- Oh, look at! Wouldn't you like that in your lunchbox?
That is lunch
Isn't that
from
just
heaven.
so delicious.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, lovely. So it's as easy as that, really.
It is. You know, if you don't want to do chicken, you can just spread some creaminose on there first, and then you just layer your salami here,
Look at that.
some cheese, how about a little bit of this delicious
That's a very, very
pesto?
fancy lunch there, Gracie.
Pesto's got nuts in it, so just bear that in mind.
Yes.
Okay.
But I mean, once you pull this out on the playground, you know,
now, I tell you,
might want to rock a bit
no
of
one's going to be
French
swapping
Jean-Jean
samis. Yeah, no one's swapping samis if you got samis like this. I can
I
guarantee.
think you as a parent should tell Timmy, you are not swapping samis today.
The market value of your sami goes up.
Is worth your entire classroom. They must all give you their lunch for the rest of the week.
Absolutely.
Brilliant, brilliant. And then, of course, with that idea that we had earlier on, it was just literally eggs.
Ooh, I love it.
We had some greens in there. I mean, you could have included broccoli. There was
Anything
tomato
that's left
puree,
over.
tomato paste, and some corn, sweet corn that you just
Yes.
mixed together. Would you have that in a baking pan?
But I would use muffin pans.
Muffin pans, sorry.
Look, they're little hands. And you know what? If you put a little bit of this creaminase into that egg mixture.
Would you like just squeeze it on the inside, so
It's
that
just
when they
so
bite in, it's a
delicious.
surprise.
Absolutely. So delicious.
I wish you were my mom sometimes. With lunches like this, I'd be happy to go to school every single day. Gracie, thank you so much. And thank you for joining the Culinary Hotline playing Ching, Ching, Ching.
Creamonaise is the only mayonnaise with Clover cream. Made with love by Clover.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to a little mini Culinary Hotline playing Ching, Ching, Ching. Cindy just had to come back because we got a late call, but it was really worth taking. We got a call from Ilse, all the way from Uppington, who said that her 4-year-old daughter absolutely loves eggs, but can't eat bread too much. It doesn't really sit well with her system. But, you know, tell us about eating eggs. Can you eat too much eggs, too many eggs? Because it'd be bad for you. The cholesterol linked to that. She had a whole bunch of questions around that. So with your expertise, please let us know.
So I think with anything, if you eat too much of it, it's not a good thing because you want to have a variety in your diet. And the variety is what gives you the balance of nutrients that you need to meet all your needs, your growing
Absolutely.
needs. And for a 4-year-old, you know, there's no immediate harm unless there is a specific history of high cholesterol in the family, which there very well may be. So, you know, then you wouldn't want to eat eggs every day. But there are other options as well. So we do sell liquid egg whites, which
Yes.
you can incorporate into like an omelette or as part of those little egg cups that we made earlier.
Because the cholesterol is in the yolk.
Is in the yolk part, yeah, spot on. So, and it might be that she's wanting something savoury. So look at, like we said before, get her involved in some ideas. So say, let's try, I don't know, egg muffin type thing today, and tomorrow we'll do an omelette, and then slowly you just extend the range of what she
Yes.
eats. So, like we incorporated veggies or a little bit of other types, chopped up chicken or something like that into an egg meal, then she might get to enjoy other things apart from just the egg alone.
Yeah.
So the important thing is for her to eat variety, which is what we're trying to get, and then getting. Because if she's eating eggs, she's not eating something else.
Yeah, and of course,
yeah.
that idea that we had earlier on with in the cupcake pan,
Yeah.
all you have is eggs. You can include broccoli, whatever
Any
greens,
veg you like.
some tomato paste,
Yeah.
and we had some sweet corn in there. That is already variety
It is.
in that egg dish as
Yeah.
well. Cindy, we love you.
Definitely.
Thank you very, very much. We'll be back again next week with the Culinary Hotline playing Ching, Ching, Ching.